Quack, quack, feather pluckers. Hope you're doing well. We got a special episode of Ducking Around with My Gear. I want to show you this and explain my reasoning. It'll be a little educational. I've bought my first offset. It's an offset. Even though I turn 42 in less than a month, I guess I tried what the cool kids are doing, and so far no one's laughed at me. Go ahead, fire away at the comments if you want to mock me. I'll welcome it today. If you want me to, for buying an offset, which is what the cool kids. It's a trendy guitar, but I love it. It's comfy. But yeah, I'm going to talk about Nashville and high-strung tuning, hybrid guitars. This is an Acoustasonic, it's a Fender Standard Acoustasonic with some modifications, and I've repurposed it. I'm also going to buy another guitar in about 2 months, so that'll be my last. I have more than enough gear. This one it replaced my Gretsch Jinrikki. It's just a lot better. It's engineered. It fixes the issues that I had with the Jinrikki. The next guitar is just an extra one. It is also going to be an offset, just for me to have and just for me to do it. By the way, I am not sponsored by Fender, but if you know me, you know I like to pretend I am. I like to wear the hat of what I'm playing, and when I'm not promoting wetland and waterfowl conservation as well. Make the duckies lucky again, everybody. But anyhow, save the ducks so people can hunt them later. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I just, you can't wear your own hat. And I've been seeing these and I'm like, that's a good way around not wearing my own hat, but wearing something lucky ducky oriented. So that's kind of cool. Who knows? Maybe Ducks Unlimited will want to partner with me, and that'd be cool. And if I keep wearing, I like to pretend, I'm like a golf pro or a NASCAR driver and I'm sponsored. Who knows? Maybe it might lead to a sponsorship. Probably not. I reached out to Enya a while ago and they didn't even respond. I've got a friend who's got a strings deal. He has like boxes of strings. He never has to buy strings again. I've got one guy, he has a boots deal. He never has to buy new shoes again as long as he wants these boots. So, yeah. If you want to sponsor me, there you go. But anyhow, hybrid guitars, Nashville tuning. Okay. My Gretsch Jinrikki was a Nashville-tuned guitar. Usually if you have a crummy guitar, and that Gretsch is not a Martin, it's not great, it's a little small, you can breathe new life into it by making it a Nashville-tuned guitar. That's where you buy a 12-string set of strings. These two are normal, but then these are the octave ones. That's Nashville tuning. Nashville does that in the studio to, give it a little bit, chimey. In Nashville, they'll say, let's layer some angel hair on it. That's what they call it, because it's just, it's so pretty, So yeah, and I'm recording this with my phone. I'm not a professional reviewer. I just love gear and talking about gear. But owning a 12-string is a little high maintenance. I love playing 12 strings, but I like to finger pick, and there's just not a lot of room. I prefer having a Nashville-tuned guitar, and plus it's an excuse to own another guitar that you don't really need. On Railside Ramble, Maddie played the rhythm guitar. I'm not a great lead guitar player like that guy right there, but I'm learning. But I decided, wait, I'll just play my Gretsch Jinrikki, and I'll do a little bit of lead, and that was good practice for me. And then it's good to own a Nashville-tuned guitar because, like, let's say your friends are getting together playing their guitars. You show up with your Nashville-tuned one, and you add to the mix. You bring in something different that fills it out. It kind of mimics the 12-string sound, or it can mimic a mandolin. I used to own a mandolin, but I teach elementary kids, so I have my guitar chords here and I have my ukulele chords here. mandolin was one too many sets of chords, and so I got rid of my mandolin, and I prefer, you know, doing like a Nashville-tuned guitar, capoed up for a mandolin sound if I need it. But anyhow, where this, it's useful to have one. Well, anyhow, where this goes, I was going to buy a new guitar, not because I needed it, but just because I wanted to. I wanted the dopamine hit. I wanted to just add one to play with, you know. People were trying to sell me a Paul Reed Smith SE hollow body and beautiful guitar, and it's hybrid. It's got the piezo and the magnetic pickup, just like this. But I really didn't see a use, and it was too expensive for what it is. But then later, I saw this Fender Acoustasonic, and this is the Standard. Back in the day, Standard used to mean made in Mexico, but now Standard is Indonesia. And it's weird, back in the day, Squires were made in Indonesia, but this is Fender. It's made in Indonesia, but my Blue Kramer Bretta Special is also, let me point, whoa, I got it all right. That way. Whoa, that one right there. That's made in Indonesia, and I love it. So Indonesia makes some good stuff. And I'm not a brand guy, but I will say it was fun to buy an actual Fender. And it feels good to have that on the headstock. Feels good to wear the hat, and the hat matches the guitar, so that's kind of cool too. So brand names, you know, Martin isn't the perfect company, but I love playing my Martins. Either it's in my head, but I feel like I'm respected more when I have Martin on the headstock. When I walk in with Fender on the headstock, yeah, you know, Gretsch has good history, but I think more people know Fender. And so, yeah, I saw this, and I saw people knocking these. First of all, one thing the Paul Reed Smith has that this doesn't have is 2 outputs. I really wish I could run it through both pedal boards if I wanted to run it just as a hybrid guitar for busking. They market this at buskers. So you don't have to bring your nice acoustic. You can just bring this, and it's thin and comfy. Great, but what my mind thought about was, wait, this would be a perfect Nashville-tuned guitar. My Gretsch was fun, and it was nice, and it looked great, gorgeous. It has a new home now. I gave it to someone who really needed it. But the pickup on it was single coil, so it was noisy. I had to use a noise gate to play an acoustic Nashville-tuned guitar, and it's a waste of a noise gate. It was also a parlor, so the neck joined at the 12th fret. When I wrote King of the Open Mic, you know, I'm up past the 12. And I was always like, God, just barely getting on there and thinking, why did I write it up that high? This, I got plenty of room, which is awesome. And then this has a magnetic pickup, but it also goes piezo. So if I'm playing at church and there's a bunch of people that brought their acoustics, I bring this, and on piezo, you know, I go. Sweet, it's really beautiful. But if I'm doing Lucky Ducky Creek Band and I want kind of that 90s, and I call the sound jangle. Goo Goo Dolls had it. Polaris from Soundtrack of Pete and Pete had it. I'm going to throw out a deep cut Christian group that no one's heard of that's really jangly 90s. Check out the Small Town Poets. They have that, and I love the Small Town Poets, by the way. And then also, like in the 70s, the Byrds, you know, kind of that Rick sound. You know, and now it does the electric sound that we did on Railside Ramble, you know. And then acoustic, you know. You know, so it's nice. I can play like, it has the under the saddle piezo, but then has a humbucking Shawbucker by Tim Shaw. Tim Shaw is a legendary pickup maker. Wolfgang Van Halen's guitars also have pickups designed by Shaw. Tim Shaw, they're Shawbuckers. So I like to say it that way. Schwabbuckers. So I dig this. But yeah, when I saw this and people were knocking it, they said it's for buskers, and people are like, it's a waste of money. That's not. And honestly, it would have been nice for busking to have two of these, like that Paul Reed Smith SE had, where I could plug one to my acoustic board, one to my electric board. You could put some distortion on it, but for Nashville tuning, it's not great for distortion. But standard tuning, this thing can wail with the Schwabbucker. Look at other reviews for that. But I saw it and I'm like, I'm not going to use that for its original purpose. I'm going to make that a perfectly engineered studio and gigging Nashville-tuned guitar, where I can play with other acoustics with the piezo, and I could add that little bit of electric jangle by just turning the knob. And so I call this the JangleMaster. It's a Jazzmaster body designed for jangle, and I made a couple modifications. Mint Strings on Etsy did a great job with this. She's got all sorts of exotic pickguards just for this guitar. She has wood colored ones, she has carbon fiber, and I just said, hey, I just want to emphasize the hybrid nature. It's sunburst, but I want a black strap, and I'm going to put the old Fender black witch hat amp knobs on it to match the black Schwabbucker. I said, what can you do about just a plain black one? And she goes, oh, that's a good idea. Here's one, and yeah, it'll be a lot cheaper than the other options, and I'm going to add that as a product. So Mint Strings was awesome. Like within the day, she said, I'll make one special for you. I really like that just coincidentally, the pickguard kind of looks like an angel wing. And in Nashville studios, they say angel hair for a layered track of Nashville-tuned guitars. So I really like it. It just, yeah. By the way, I am playing this on a Peavey Solo. It's Peavey's competition to Ed Sheeran's Alto Busker. It's got 10 hours of battery life. You can plug your board into it. I just played, and your mic. 2 people can plug into it with guitars and mics. I played an old folks home retirement gig with it, and it worked great. There's so much carpet and curtains that would have soaked the sound out. Having a PA to sing into a mic, it just helped, because the acoustics of that room did no favors. If I wouldn't have had this mini PA, gig would have been bad. Having this little thing is good. It's light. You don't have to plug this into the wall. I just had to plug my pedal board into the wall. But yeah, it's what it is. You got your volume, and all the way here, it's piezo. All the way back, it's electric, the Schwabbucker. And yeah, I love this thing. I've actually got a custom decal that says JangleMaster right there for it. But yeah, I like the Acoustasonic. I like Mint Strings. I like the D'Addario Auto Lock, and yeah, of course I use Kaiser capos, by the way, and a couple people have asked me, well, what about Shub capos? And when I lived in Omaha, everyone would kind of shake their head at me for playing Kaiser capos. You know, everyone would say Shubs are better. I love my Shub. Dust it off however you want. Yeah, some people say these can make your guitar go sharp, and I always retune if I'm recording anyway. But I just really like parking my Kaiser on the headstock. It's there. I don't have to worry about it when I'm not using it. With a Shub, I know that it has more even tension, but you can't park it. I like Kaisers. They're simple. They've never messed up for me. That's why people have been asking, why aren't you a Shub guy? Shubs are better. And I'm like, I make a Shub that parks, and I will switch over to Shub. Send them for free, and I will I will switch to Shub. But no, I'm kidding. But yeah, I love this thing. Mint Strings did a great pickguard. It's great for Nashville tuning. And by the way, though, this is not technically Nashville tuned now. I bought this from a different store, had a different tech work on it, and he actually put the regular G on it, making it high-strung rather than Nashville tuning. And he just said, hey, your previous Nashville-tuned guitars were little parlors with short necks. This has a longer neck. And I agree. And he goes, you will thank me when you don't break that G string, and that G string will stay in tune too. So I see what he means. It's still jangly enough, you know. I still like it. It's still pretty, you know. So yeah, I like it. You know, I can put... See, I do really like this, the offset body. It covers enough of my big gut, so that's a plus. It is comfy and it balances phenomenally. I like it, and it's neat having Fender on there, and I'll soon have a decal that says JangleMaster, because I think I've made enough changes by making it dedicated Nashville-tuned. It's now the JangleMaster, not an Acoustasonic. And I hope more people see that, more studios see, wait, that's a perfect Nashville-tuned or high-strung tuned guitar. I think it's perfect. It can do electric 12-string. It can do acoustic 12-string. It's comfy. It's solid. I love the neck on this thing, you know. Yeah, I'm super thrilled. I'll put some more effects with it later on the more I get to know this one. But I really like it. Don't regret it. Great purchase. In a couple months I'll have another offset that's going to be heavily modded that I can't wait to show you. It's also sort of a subtle tribute to a great hero and mentor of mine, someone who's taught me a lot, that I miss very much, but he definitely taught me a lot. He formed me a lot, so it's going to be really cool to have that. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I would really encourage you, the Acoustasonic for busking, it's all right, but I really think for Nashville or high-string tuning, buy one of these and keep it in your studio. I think this is ideal. They haven't been telly-shaped too, but I really think the offset, it's trendy now, and I think it's for a reason. It's really comfy. And talk to mint strings, I think these really look better with a pickguard. I mean, look at that. And it dances. Down, boom! Boom, boom. So yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, it's back to work for me in the next 2 days. I enjoyed a great holiday. Hope you all are staying lucky and staying ducky. So see you later, and remember the ducks. Make sure support waterfowl and wetland conservation. Have a good one.